Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. You'd think swimming pools are all about fun and chill vibes. But these pools? Far from chill, they are filled with heart-pounding experiences. From demanding expert skills to those inhabited by live crocodiles.
He's off the move a little bit.
Hang on to see some aquatic havens where taking a dip should be a second thought. Dizzying Aqua Loop. A slide that can make your heart skip a beat just by looking at it. That's the Lunar Loop at Lost World Water Park, located in the United States. You start off in a launch capsule standing on a trapdoor. Suddenly, the door opens and whoosh! You're dropping straight down super fast. And just when you think that's wild enough, you enter into an almost full circle loop. Plus, the slide's clear, so everyone below can watch your epic ride. Chong Swimming Pool. In 2016, an incredible incident happened in western China as it was 40 degrees Celsius, and it looked like everyone had the same idea: let's hit the city pool. The problem was that the pool was built for way fewer people than who showed up. Seriously, the place was packed. Videos show folks having fun, but honestly, it looks super crowded and kind of squishy. Hygienically, not the best idea either. With that many people, the pool's chlorine might not keep up, turning it into a germ fest. Plus, imagine if someone needed help. Moving around would be impossible. Not your everyday pool party, that's for sure. Odyssey Casino. The Odyssey Casino is taking the trend of overhanging pools to another level, and it might be getting out of control. I mean, what started as a unique architectural trend is now pushing the boundaries of sensibility. This pool is located in Spain, 42 meters long, and sticks out 20 meters from the building. You get an awesome view of the city, but also that wild feeling that you might just swim off into the sky. It's like swimming on a floating glass. It has an amazing city view, but you need to be brave to swim there because it feels like you're on the edge. Four Seasons Safari Park Pool. Have you ever thought about mixing your swim time with a bit of a safari adventure? At Congo Four Seasons Safari Park, that's exactly what's on offer. Dive in, and while you're enjoying your swimming time, don't be surprised if you spot some wildlife like elephants just across the pool. They come around sipping water from the nearby lake, and trust me, it gets super thrilling when they decide to get up close. Someone passionate about wildlife would surely enjoy this place, but it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Baltic Sea Ice Swimming Pools. This isn't exactly a designated pool, but it's an incredible place to swim since it's essentially the Baltic Sea. Scandinavians have this wild tradition where they dive into the freezing water for an ice swim in the Baltic Sea. But it's not all shivers and chattering teeth. After their icy adventure, they warm up in a cozy seaside sauna. And it's not just for fun. Taking this chilly plunge can boost your mood with a rush of happy chemicals like endorphins and serotonin. Plus, it's great for your blood circulation and immune system. But the dangerous drop in body temperature might cause some nerve issues. The Blue Hole, Egypt. So, there's this spot called the Blue Hole in Egypt. It is almost 120 meters deep and known as the Divers Cemetery. Do you know why? Because it's got this arch and underwater tunnel about 56 meters down. Overconfident divers often think they can reach it with just basic diving gear, but that's a big mistake. As they go deeper, the air gets all wonky and toxic because of the pressure. No one really knows how many divers got lost there, but some say it could be around 200. So if you're ever tempted to dive there, just remember, safety first. Potomac River. This breathtaking river is located in the United States of America that flows from the Potomac Highlands in West Virginia to the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland. On the surface, it looks inviting for canoeing and whitewater rafting, but it's not. In 2009, 6 folks didn't make it out. Every year, people get caught off guard by its strong waters, as it's got 14 miles of wild water with massive 20-foot waterfalls. 1 second it's all chill, and the next, it's a total whirlpool of trouble. If you're thinking of taking a dip, just be careful. Some people have had real bad times there. Floating Sky Pool. Embassy Gardens is a combo of homes and businesses located in 9 Elms Zone in London. Matching its grand design, there's an amazing sky pool hanging 115 feet up in the air. What's super cool about this pool is that it links 2 buildings together, so you can swim from one building to the next without stopping. While the idea of a sky pool linking 2 buildings sounds cool, it's also super nerve-wracking. I mean, floating 115 feet above the ground with nothing but water beneath you? Every stroke you take, you're reminded of the dizzying height and the city below. It's not just a swim, it's an adrenaline-pumping experience. For those afraid of heights, this pool might just be their worst nightmare, while others can give it a try. Jacob's Well. Jacob's Well is a refreshing spot where you can chill out, especially when Texas brings on the heat. This is a cool escape in summer, but don't let its cool beauty fool you. While it's a pretty place to hang out, diving deep into Jacob's Well is a risky business. The wild side of this place is underneath its calm surface. There is a maze-like cave system that's drawn many curious divers. This is the reason why this well is known as one of the world's most dangerous diving spots. Yep, that's right. Some thrill seekers dive deep, even up to 100 feet, squeezing through super tight cave openings. Well, this isn't a place for everyone. Only expert licensed scuba divers should be exploring those depths, because several divers got trapped and didn't make it out. The Natron Lake. In North Tanzania, close to the Kenyan border, there's a lake called Lake Natron. It looks beautiful with its red and pink colors, but it's not as charming as you think. It's super salty, almost like ammonia, which can hurt if someone tries to swim. Also, it gets really hot with temperatures from 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. There's also bacteria in the water that can be harmful for a human body. And while there are lots of flamingos around the lake, they can get upset if they feel scared. So, as pretty as it looks, it's best to be careful around Lake Natron. Rio Tinto. Deep in Spain flows a river unlike any other, the Rio Tinto, and it's not meant for swimming. It stands out with its bright red color. Now the question remains, why is it red? It's actually because the water is full of heavy metals like copper, iron, and gold. Long ago, people mined these metals right near the river. This mining puts a lot of harmful stuff into the water, making it very acidic. Now, the river is so dangerous that no fish can live in it, and birds won't even drink from it. It's like they even know how unsafe it is. Prosaurus Cove. Located in Australia's largest saltwater, Prosaurus Cove is the only place where you can actually swim with Crocs.
You felt them move a little bit.
This place boasts Australia's only crocodile cage dive experience. Now, while it's super cool to get up close to these jaw-dropping prehistoric creatures, it's also spine-tingling terrifying. I mean, you're literally in the same water as these crocodiles. Sure, there's a cage, but did you know that saltwater crocodiles are some of the most aggressive crocs out here? Maybe it's a thrilling bucket list experience for some, but there's a reason why it's not your everyday swim spot. Nemo 33. Tucked away in the city of Brussels, Belgium, there is a pool called Nemo 33. But this isn't just any pool. It once held the record for the world's deepest indoor pool, with depths reaching a dizzying 34 meters. Now, that is like diving into a 10-story building. This pool is not just deep, it has mysterious simulated caves and a cylindrical pit that's something straight out of a suspense movie. Where the non-chlorinated water and consistent 86-degree Fahrenheit temperature might sound appealing, this pool is only for the skilled and daring divers. The pool might offer a controlled environment, but the sheer depth and the thought of what lies below is enough to haunt. Infinity racers and screaming serpents. This park is located in Schilterbahn Water Park, Galveston in Texas. Boasting with tourist attractions, it can bring the most terrifying experience for some. Because standing tall at 8 stories, the first mat slides are a sight to behold, both inside and out. The colorful sections of the mostly enclosed slide produce dazzling light patterns for those riding through the Infinity race cars. So, if you're up for a challenge that might just make your stomach flip, these slides await you. Why 40 Deep Joy? Okay, so this is what describes terrifying. I mean, if you ever dare to try this pool in Italy, keep this in mind. That reaching the depth of 39 meters, the pool is so deep that it would feel like diving into a whopping 14-story building. Looking like an ordinary one on the surface, when you dive a little deeper, the pool reveals the dark mystery cylinder. For the adventurers, there are even caves and ledges to check out. This isn't just for casual swims, it's mainly for scuba and free divers. And if diving ain't your thing, there's a viewing tunnel to peek inside as well. Just a heads up, diving here has risks, and you have even got to sign a paper saying you're diving at your own risk. Grand Walla Water Elevator. So elevators are usually snooze-worthy, right? But have you ever heard of a water elevator? Over at the Grand Walla Resort in Hawaii, there's this wild elevator that is not supported by any sort of electrical wires or buttons, but it actually elevates people with the help of water.
This water park had a son that was disabled.
Yep, it's a cave filled with 16,000 gallons of water. As the cave fills up, you rise 2 whole levels. So, not only are you going up, but you're surrounded by tidal waves. And if that doesn't scare you, I am sure nothing will. Red Pool. Okay, so blue is like a universal color for pools, right? But this pool, located in Thailand, named the Library Resort, is actually a red pool. Yeah, you heard me right. And it's not because of some creepy dye color. It's just the red tiles at the bottom. But swimming in it feels super odd. Not just odd looking, but swimming in this pool is not an easy task too. Some find it hard to keep their balance because they get distracted by the red tiles. They make it difficult to look at the bottom of the pool. Told ya, it's not your regular pool. Skellefteå Ice Pool. In Skellefteå, Sweden, there's this outdoor pool that's literally carved out of 2-foot thick ice. It's the world's coldest pool, and I am not joking, but the swimmers really say that they feel like they're burning when they dive in. Staying there for even 15 minutes is super dangerous, and if you dare to stay for an hour, there's no guarantee as to what will happen to you. With water at freezing point 0 degrees Celsius, they've got loads of medics, divers, and lifeguards around. Oh, and for after, there's a sauna and hot tub ready to help you thaw out. So this pool is only for the braves of the brave. San Alfonso del Mar. San Alfonso del Mar Resort in Chile isn't just any resort, as it has the world's largest pool. We're talking about 20 acres in size, and some parts are a wild 115 feet deep. It's so big, it could fit 20 Olympic-sized pools from end to end. Crazy, right? And to keep it all fresh, they pull and clean water straight from the ocean. Now, even though it sounds super cool, you can't actually swim in it. It's all for boats and kayaks now. Try taking a dip, and you'll find security after you. The rumor was spread that after an incident, and since then, swimming there is a big no. So, cool to see, but leave your swimsuit behind for this one. Holiday Inn Hotel. There's this Holiday Inn Hotel in Shanghai with a pool that gives the view of the city beneath your feet. So, the bottom of this pool is not tiles, but instead a whole city. Yep, this pool juts out from the side of the hotel, giving swimmers a clear view of the city streets 15 stories below. The glass and tile floor of this swimming pool gives off a haunting view of the whole city, and it seems like you're just floating in the air. But this pool is not for everyone. I mean, what if someone is acrophobic? There is no doubt that the super strong glass keep things safe, but you never know. The Lazy River. Besides all the other entertaining stuff, if you choose this lazy river located in Sime Park of Costa Ajá, Spain, I'm afraid that your vacation will end up in a nightmare. This is the world's biggest water park and famous for its huge network of slides. But there is one more thing that is quite scary. One of the slides goes through a pool of shark-infested water. So, yes, genuine gliding to the sharks all around you. Sure, they claim the barrier is strong and the sharks are friendly, but it is definitely not for the faint of heart. Lake Victoria, Africa. This massive lake is located in Africa and is bordered by Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. Apart from being Africa's largest lake and a big part of the Nile River, it's got another title. This is because the lake's warm waters churn up wild weather, like heavy thunderstorms and massive waves. Local fishermen often face these raging waves in boats and just can't handle it. Pile on the fact that these boats are usually packed too full, and many of these folks don't even have life jackets or know how to swim. The boiling Lake Dominica. This 60-meter wide lake is definitely not a regular lake, but a volcanic crater. Located in Dominica, New Zealand, it is filled beneath by underground streams and rainwater. While volcanic gases there heat the water up to a scorching 92 degrees Celsius. Sometimes the temperature dips and the water chills out a bit. And guess what? Some tourists have tried to get close. Like in 1900, when the lake took a boiling break. Some people decided to explore, but it suddenly belched out this nasty gas, and 2 people sadly didn't make it out. There have been moments when people even swam in it during its cool periods, while the experts say it could start boiling without warning. I don't know about you, but I will not prefer to swim in this lake. Blue Lagoon of Buxton. The Blue Lagoon in Buxton used to be a quarry, but then filled with water and became a place to swim. The water changed from blue to green because of the rocks. Now, lots of people, locals, and visitors love to go there. From cars to trash and even, yuck, animal remains. All have been dumped there. And to top it off, the water's as toxic as bleach. The town people even tried to dye it black to keep people away. When that didn't work, they put up signs saying, "Hey, this water's got all the bad stuff." But guess what? Some still thought of diving in. If swimming with trash and risking skin tissues is your thing, then sure. But personally, I'd stay far, far away from this tricky lagoon. Dive in? Nah, I'll pass. The Yorkshire, England. This strid at Bolton Abbey is located in Yorkshire, England. This might look like an average stream, but trust me, its nature is a sneaky trap. Walking through Strid Wood near the Cavendish Pavilion, there's a narrow spot in the river called the Strid. The 2 sides seem close enough to jump over, but it's not a good idea. The rocks are slippery and the water moves fast. Plus, there are hidden deep spots in the water. If you fall in this stream, you might not come out. Many say the Strid is a risky place where people have lost their lives. There are warning signs around, so it's best to keep a safe distance from the edge. The Congo River. The Congo River, once called the Tsar River, is the second longest in Africa. Many people know it as the Heart of Darkness because of the dangers it hides. What makes this river stand out is that it is the deepest river in the world, going down 720 feet deep. It's so deep that light can't even reach the bottom. While it's a major route for transporting goods in Africa, it's not safe for divers or swimmers. The upper part has fast-moving waters and tricky paths, while the lower part has scary waterfalls and deep cuts in the earth. There's even a section called the Gates of Hell because of its dangerous waters. the Tarcos. Here's a river in Costa Rica called the Tarcos River. But swimming there? It's never a good idea. This river is full of crocodiles, over 2,000 of them. And these crocodiles are big, some reaching 20 feet long and weighing as much as a small car. It might sound fun to swim with them, but it's very risky. And it's not worth taking it, as people can see huge crocodiles without going into the water. There's a bridge called the Costa Rica Crocodile Bridge, where everyone can watch the crocodiles from a safe distance. Just be sure to watch and not feed the crocs or do anything silly. Yangtze River. The Yangtze River in Asia isn't just known for its length, but also its floods. Spanning 4,000 miles, it's Asia's longest river and ranks 3rd worldwide. Many cities, including Chongqing and Shanghai, lie along its path. Though pollution remains a big concern, it's the river's flooding potential that truly alarms people. With its history, there's an ever-present worry about when the next big flood will come. While pollution is a major concern, the real fear lurks when Yangtze swells beyond its boundaries to cause massive flooding. So, the danger of this river doesn't lie in the river itself, but when the river swells over its riverbanks to cause mass flooding. Swimming in such a dangerous river? Surely not a good idea. Kern River. Rivers can be risky with hidden dangers, floods, and polluted water. But then there's the Kern River in California. It's 164 miles long and looks really beautiful from the outside, as snow from the Sierra Nevada mountains feeds it, making the water levels high and currents fast. Numerous people lost their lives in this river, making it one of the treacherous waters in the U.S. Due to the potential hazards it poses, this river has nearly become off-limits for the locals now. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. This image is from the Golden Nugget Shark Pool in Las Vegas. So, for your information, Las Vegas isn't just about bright lights and big bets. At the Golden Nugget Pool, they've got something called the Tank. You may wonder what's inside. A massive 200,000-gallon shark tank. It's home to hundreds of sharks from 5 different species, and some of these are really massive. And the thrill levels up with the water slide that goes right through this shark-packed space. And if you're feeling brave, you can even snap a selfie with a shark in the background. With its $30 million price tag and a team just for shark care, it's truly one of a kind. See you next time.